Let me tell you something. You are living on repeat, day after day, doing the same things, expecting a different outcome. How long will you keep pretending that life is going to change on its own? You keep waiting for the right moment, the perfect opportunity, the perfect plan. But the truth is, there is no perfect moment. There is no magical time when life hands you success. The only moment that matters is right now. Every choice you make today shapes the rest of your life. Stop running from responsibility. Stop hiding behind excuses. You have everything you need to start, to move, to change. But it only works if you decide to act. Wake up. Stand up. Stop living the life that makes you comfortable, but keeps you small. This is your wake-up call. Don't ignore it. Ask yourself, how long are you going to wait? How many mornings will pass before you finally take control? Waiting for perfect circumstances is the easiest way to waste your life. Perfect never comes. The truth is, conditions will never be ideal. Every successful person you admire didn't wait. They acted. They stumbled. They fell. They figured it out along the way. Waiting only guarantees one thing. Life goes on without you. So stop asking for permission. Stop waiting for signals. And start moving. The perfect time is now, and it always has been. Every step you take today, no matter how small, is more powerful than waiting for the world to hand you a chance. Time doesn't wait. It doesn't slow down for your doubts or fears. Every second you delay is a second you can never get back. Imagine the years that have already slipped through your fingers. Moments, opportunities, lessons you'll never experience again. Do you want to look back and realize you wasted them all? Life is measured in choices, not wishes. If you don't control your actions will control you. The longer you wait, the harder it gets to start. You can either be the driver of your life or the passenger, watching others pass by. Every moment counts. Every choice matters. Don't let another second slip away. Start now. Today has the power to change everything. One decision, one action, one refusal to stay the same can turn your life around. This isn't about luck. It isn't about someone giving you a handout. It's about you choosing not to be the same person tomorrow that you are today. Imagine looking back a year from now and seeing that everything changed because you finally acted. That moment starts with a choice, and that choice starts now. Don't wait for inspiration. Don't wait for motivation. Decide, act, move. Today is your turning point, and it all begins with you. Let's be honest, waiting for luck is the easiest way to stay stuck. You tell yourself, one day, my chance will come. One day, it will all fall into place. But one day rarely arrives. Life doesn't reward those who wait. It rewards those who act. Every moment you spend hoping for luck is a moment wasted. You see, luck is not magic. It's the result of preparation meeting opportunity. If you sit on your hands, nothing will happen. The world doesn't bend to your wishes. The truth is simple. If you want change, you must create it yourself. Every successful person has faced the same reality. You can't wait for life to hand you what you want. You have to take it. Stop hoping. Stop dreaming without action. Start moving. Start building. Start doing. Luck only favors the prepared, and preparation requires effort. Here's the hard truth. If you sit still, life will pass you by. Every second that you hesitate, someone else is seizing opportunities that could have been yours. You can't afford to stand on the sidelines, watching others win while you wonder, why not me? Action is the only thing that changes your story. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be huge. Every small step forward rewrites your life, one choice at a time. Think about it. Every champion you admire wasn't handed their success. They moved when others stayed frozen. They acted when it was uncomfortable. And because they acted, they changed their story. Your story is waiting for you to step into it. Don't sit there hoping for a miracle. Move. Even a single action today can start a chain reaction that transforms your tomorrow. The choice is yours. Act. Listen carefully. No one is coming to save you. No one owes you a break, a chance, or an opportunity. Waiting for someone else to rescue you only delays your progress. Here's the truth. The power to change your life has always been in your hands. You have ideas, skills, and the ability to act. You don't need anyone's permission. The only person responsible for your growth, your success, your happiness, is you. Stop blaming circumstances. Stop waiting for others. Stop hoping someone else will fix your life. The moment you accept that, everything changes. You are in control. You can choose to stand up, work hard, and build the life you want. Every small decision, every action you take, compounds into results. Stop expecting a hero from the outside. Be your own hero. The power is yours. Grab it and use it. Life is a staircase. No one can climb it for you. Every step, every challenge, every struggle requires you to take action. You can watch others ascend while you remain at the bottom, wishing someone would lift you up, but that won't happen. The only way to rise is to put in the work, one step at a time. Some steps are easy, some are painful, some test your strength, patience, and courage. But every step you take moves you closer to where you want to be. Look at every failure as a step, every sacrifice as a rung on the ladder, and every decision to keep going as a push upward. No shortcuts exist. No one can hand you success. If you want to reach the top, you must climb, stumble, learn, and persist. Every single day. That is the only way to change your life. Success isn't something you find outside of yourself. It starts in your mind. The moment you believe it's possible, your actions begin to align with that vision. Every habit, every choice, every thought either moves you closer or pushes you away from it. Think about it. Every champion you admire, every person who achieved greatness, first imagined themselves there. Michael Jordan didn't win his first championship by luck. He saw himself making the shot, practicing with purpose, and refusing to quit long before the crowds cheered. Your mind is the blueprint for your life. If you think small, you'll act small. If you allow doubt to dominate, fear will dictate your decisions. But when you see yourself capable, when you build the mental image of your success and refuse to let it go, your actions naturally follow. Success begins in your mind. It's the first step, the foundation, the unseen work that makes visible triumph possible. Here's a simple truth. If you don't believe in your dream, no one else will. How can others invest in you if you haven't invested in yourself? You cannot convince the world of your potential if you haven't convinced yourself. Too many people are waiting for others to give them permission, waiting for approval, waiting for someone to hand them validation. But validation doesn't create results. Belief does. If you want people to follow your lead, to trust your vision, you must first trust it yourself. Every great leader, every pioneer, every innovator believed in the impossible long before it became real. And they acted on that belief, even when the world doubted them. Ask yourself, do I fully trust my vision? Am I willing to fight for it when it feels impossible? If not, start there. Strengthen your belief. Protect it. Feed it. Because no one else will fight for your dream the way you can. Think of your vision as a seed. Without care, without nourishment, it will never grow. That nourishment is faith. Faith isn't blind optimism. It's the steady belief that what you are working toward will come to life if you do the work. Just like a farmer waters seeds before seeing sprouts, you must act with faith before seeing results. Every small effort, every moment of focus, every step you take is watering your seed. You don't quit when the first sprouts haven't appeared. You persist because you know growth is happening beneath the surface. Thomas Edison tested thousands of times before he saw success. Each attempt was faith in action. Faith is the quiet force that fuels persistence, the invisible energy that carries you when progress seems slow. Water your vision daily. Protect it from doubt. Nourish it with action. Faith turns seeds into trees and visions into reality. Without it, no amount of effort can reach its full potential. Here's where most people fail. They say, I'll try. Trying is a soft word. It's a word that allows excuses to sneak in. I'll try sounds noble, but it lacks commitment. You must change your language if you want to change your life. Say I will instead. I will act. I will persist. I will rise. This small shift changes your mindset, your focus, your results. Saying I will tells your brain and your heart that nothing will stop you. It removes doubt, hesitation, and weakness. Every action you take then aligns with that certainty. Look at the people who achieved greatness. They didn't try. They did. They acted, failed, adjusted, and acted again. They committed fully. You can do the same. Stop testing the waters. Stop hoping. Decide. Commit. Say it aloud if you must. I will. And then follow through. That is how visions become reality. And dreams stop being fantasies. Let me be clear. Freedom is not doing whatever you feel like at any moment. That is not freedom. That is chaos. True freedom comes from control. Control over your actions, your habits, your thoughts. It's the power to choose what serves you, even when it's uncomfortable. When you master yourself, you master your life. You can delay pleasure today for greater results tomorrow. You can resist distractions that pull you away from your goals. Every choice you make becomes deliberate, focused, and intentional. Think of it this way. A person who lacks control is a passenger in their own life, always at the mercy of circumstance. But someone with discipline drives the car. They steer the direction. They decide the speed. They navigate the obstacles. That is freedom. Self-control is not restriction. It's the key that unlocks your potential. Without it, you may feel free, but your life will be dictated by every impulse, every distraction, every fleeting desire. Real freedom begins when you choose discipline. Discipline is not easy. It demands that you do what others won't. It asks you to resist temptation, to push when your body and mind are screaming for rest, to show up when no one is watching. That's why it hurts. It stretches you, tests you, forces you to grow. But let me tell you something. Regret is far worse. Regret never leaves quietly. It follows you, haunts your thoughts, and fills your what-ifs with pain. Choosing comfort now may feel good, but it will cost you later. Choosing discipline may hurt today, but it creates a life that others envy. The difference is clear. One momentary pain versus a lifetime of regret. Tony Robbins says it best. Pain is temporary. Regret lasts forever. Ask yourself, which do you want? The burn of discipline now or the ache of missed opportunity later? Every time you choose to push yourself, to stay consistent, to follow through, you are paying a price. But it's a price that brings freedom, pride, and a life worth living. Discipline is not a single act. It's a lifestyle. It starts in the morning, with the choices you make the moment you wake. Will you hit snooze or will you rise and set the tone for your day? It continues in your thoughts. Are you feeding doubt, fear, and excuses, or are you focusing on growth, solutions, and action? And it lives in your grind, the work you do consistently, the small habits that compound into results. Every area of your life requires it. Discipline in your mornings builds energy. Discipline in your thoughts builds clarity. Discipline in your work builds results. Without it, potential is wasted, talent is squandered, and dreams remain just dreams. Think about the people you admire. They did not wait for inspiration. They built structure, habits, and discipline. This is the difference between those who talk about what they want and those who actually get it. Your life is a reflection of your discipline. Strengthen it, and everything else strengthens with it. Discipline is the steering wheel of your life. Without it, you crash into distractions, temptations, and chaos. Imagine getting behind the wheel of a car without steering. You may start moving, but soon you're out of control, smashing into barriers that could have been avoided. That's your life without discipline. Every decision without self-control sends you off course. Every ignored habit, every postponed action, every moment of weakness chips away at your potential. But with discipline, you take control. You steer toward your goals, adjust when obstacles appear, and maintain your path even when the road gets tough. It keeps you safe, focused, and moving forward. Look at every successful person. They didn't rely on luck or talent alone. They disciplined their actions, their time, and their energy. Discipline is not punishment. It's navigation. It ensures that you arrive where you want to go, intact, prepared, and strong. Without it, you crash. With it, you control everything. Choose discipline. Steer your life. Rejection is one of the hardest things to face. It stings, it hurts, and it makes you question your worth. But here's the truth. Rejection is not the end. It's a sign that life is redirecting you to something better. Every person you admire, every successful individual you look up to, has faced rejection. Oprah Winfrey was told she wasn't fit for television. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. These moments were not failures. They were directions, showing them a path they hadn't considered yet. When someone says no, it's not a verdict on your ability. It's life giving you a chance to reroute, to find the opportunity that truly aligns with your potential. Instead of shrinking from rejection, embrace it. Learn from it. Let it guide you toward growth and opportunities you may never have discovered otherwise. Rejection is a redirection, and if you allow it, it can become your greatest advantage. Failure does not define you. It teaches you. Every mistake, every setback, every loss carries a lesson. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Each failure wasn't the end. It was feedback, telling him what didn't work and bringing him closer to what would. The same principle applies to your life. When you fail, you are gaining knowledge, building resilience, and discovering the edges of your potential. Failure only becomes final if you stop trying, if you let it break your spirit. Look at your failures as a map. Each misstep shows you where to adjust, where to focus, and where to improve. The people who succeed don't do so because they avoid failure. They succeed because they learn from it and keep moving forward. Every failure is a teacher, And if you pay attention, you'll find that it's one of your most valuable instructors. Every champion has fallen. Every hero you admire has faced moments where they could have given up. Moments when the world seemed to push them down for good. But what separates the winners from the rest is the choice to rise. Serena Williams lost countless matches early in her career. J.K. Rowling faced multiple rejections before publishing Harry Potter. They fell, but they got back up, stronger and wiser than before. This is the mindset you must adopt. Falling is part of the process. Staying down is a choice. Ask yourself, will you rise when life knocks you down? Will you stand after every setback, ready to fight for your goals again? Strength isn't found in avoiding failure. It's built in the moments you rise, time and time again, refusing to be defeated. The road to greatness is paved with falls and comebacks. Every champion was once where you are now. The question is, will you take the step to rise as they did? Persistence is everything. Life will test you, push you, and challenge your determination at every turn. But there's a simple rule. Fall down 7 times. Get up 8. It doesn't matter how many times you fail, how many doors close in your face, or how often people doubt you. What matters is your willingness to stand again, to move forward, to keep fighting even when it's hard. Every step you take after failure builds strength, courage, and resilience. The world respects action, not excuses. Every great figure, from athletes to entrepreneurs, understands that falling is part of the journey. You cannot avoid it, but you can control how you respond. Each time you rise, you grow stronger. Each time you refuse to quit, you get closer to your goals. Develop the mindset that nothing can keep you down permanently. Embrace setbacks, learn from them, and keep going. That is the path to mastery, achievement, and the life you deserve. Faith alone won't get you anywhere. Believing in a dream is powerful, but if you don't take action, it remains just a thought. On the other hand, work without faith is aimless. Doing tasks without belief in what they will accomplish leads to frustration and wasted effort. The true power comes when faith and work combine. Faith gives your work purpose. It fuels your determination when the journey gets tough. Work gives your faith action. It turns belief into reality. Think about entrepreneurs, athletes, and leaders you admire. They didn't wait for perfect conditions. They believed in their vision and put in the work every single day. Their faith motivated them to keep going, and their work made the impossible possible. If you want to move forward, you must do the same. Believe in your vision, but don't stop there. Take action. Combine faith and work, and you create a force that nothing can stop. Imagine your journey like a car. Faith is the engine. It's the power that makes you move forward. But an engine without fuel does nothing. That fuel is your work. The effort, the discipline, the action you take each day. You can have all the faith in the world, but without work your dreams remain parked on the side of the road. And you can work tirelessly without faith, but you'll lack direction. You'll be running in circles, exhausted but going nowhere. To succeed you need both. Faith motivates, inspires, and gives you a reason to keep going. Work propels, executes, and builds results. Both must coexist. If you've been waiting for results without effort, or hoping faith alone will change your life, you're missing the equation. Combine them. Turn belief into action, and action into results. That is how the unstoppable are made.
There are 2 types of people in the world: dreamers and doers. Dreamers spend their time imagining success. They hope, they wish, they talk, but their dreams never leave the page. They wait for something to happen, for luck, for opportunity, for someone to hand them a break. Relentless workers, on the other hand, do not wait. They rise early, push through discomfort, and keep moving even when motivation fades. Their actions compound over time. Small efforts done consistently create results that dreamers can only fantasize about. The world does not reward dreaming. It rewards doing. Every successful person you know didn't just hope. It acted. Elon Musk didn't dream about rockets. He built them. Serena Williams didn't just imagine winning titles. She trained relentlessly. If you want your dreams to become real, you must move beyond wishing. Stop hoping. Stop talking. Start acting. Work hard, persist, and refuse to be average. Your results will follow your effort. Words are cheap. Anyone can talk about what they want, what they'll do, or how they'll succeed. But talking doesn't change your life. Doing does. Ask yourself this question: do you want to talk about it, or do you want to be about it? It's time to stop making excuses. Stop waiting for permission, and stop testing the waters. To be about it means to act every single day, even when you don't feel like it.
It means showing up, putting in the work, and refusing to quit. Every achievement, every victory, every success begins with action. Don't just say you want it, prove it. Take steps, however small, that push you closer to your vision. Actions speak louder than words, and life rewards those who do more than they say. Decide today, be about it. Show up, work hard, combine faith and effort, and nothing will stand in your way. Here's a hard truth. You cannot do everything. You cannot chase every opportunity, attend every event, or try to please everyone. The more you spread yourself thin, the weaker your impact becomes. Success demands focus, and focus demands sacrifice. Every choice you make to say yes to one thing is a choice to say no to something else. This is not loss, it is investment. Giving up distractions, unnecessary commitments, or habits that don't serve your goals allows you to go higher, faster, and stronger. Think about top performers, athletes, entrepreneurs, artists. They give up temporary pleasures, shallow relationships, and comfort to achieve their vision. You must do the same. Identify what is holding you back, what is draining your energy, and remove it. Focus requires letting go. Sacrifice is not punishment. It is the price of elevation. To go up, you must first give up what weighs you down. The sooner you accept this, the sooner you rise. Every choice has a cost. If you indulge in temporary pleasures while ignoring your goals, you will pay the price later. Staying up late, wasting hours scrolling, or avoiding responsibility feels good now, but it comes at a cost you will face tomorrow. Discipline is not about deprivation. It is about ensuring that your future is secured through present effort. Look at the lives of successful people. They sacrificed comfort, social approval, and laziness to achieve what others only dream about. The moments you feel like skipping work, turning off your focus, or taking the easy path are exactly when you must push harder. That is the difference between those who succeed and those who settle. Life always balances the scales. Choose comfort now, and you pay later in missed opportunities, regret, and wasted potential. Sacrifice now, and your future self thanks you. The price always comes due. The question is, will you pay it wisely? Time is your most valuable resource. Once it passes, you can never get it back. That's why you must guard it. Guard it fiercely. Your mind is next, your thoughts determine your actions, and negative or scattered thinking will sabotage your results. Protect your mental energy by choosing what you consume, the people you listen to, and the ideas you entertain. Finally, guard your circle. The people around you either lift you up or drag you down. Surround yourself with those who challenge you, inspire you, and hold you accountable. Cut ties with distractions, toxic relationships, and influences that waste your energy. Every moment, every interaction, every decision matters. Focus is not just about doing the right things. It's about removing everything that diverts your energy. Like a lens, energy focused through discipline and clear priorities magnifies your impact. Guard what is yours. Time mine, circle, and you will see progress that others cannot achieve. Protection and focus are not optional. They are essential. Your attention is a form of wealth. Every second you dedicate to distractions, negativity, or unnecessary tasks is a loss. Focus is currency. It can buy growth, results, and freedom, but only if spent wisely. Look at your daily choices. Are you investing in things that move you closer to your goals, or are you spending it on things that yield nothing? Entrepreneurs, athletes, and leaders all understand this. They guard their focus like treasure, knowing that where attention goes, energy flows. Every decision to concentrate on the essential builds value. Every wasted minute drains it. If you want extraordinary results, treat focus as sacred. Say no to what does not matter. Say yes to the few things that truly move the needle. Your time and attention are finite, and once spent, they cannot be regained. Spend wisely. Protect your focus. Invest it in yourself, your growth, and your vision. The returns will last a lifetime. Many people think success comes from sudden bursts of effort, from extreme intensity for a short period. But that rarely lasts. True results come from consistency. Small daily actions repeated over time create unstoppable momentum. Writing a few pages every day, running a mile each morning, learning a new skill bit by bit. These small efforts add up. The secret is showing up, even when it feels insignificant, even when results aren't visible yet. Intensity without consistency fades. Consistency compounds. Think about the people who achieve greatness. They don't rely on motivation alone. They rely on habits. Every small consistent step builds a foundation that eventually supports extraordinary results.
If you want lasting change, stop seeking shortcuts or bursts of energy. Focus on showing up every day, no matter how small the effort. Over time, these steps become leaps, and small wins become life-changing victories. Consider a river cutting through solid rock. It doesn't happen because the water is strong or powerful. It happens because the river never stops flowing. The lesson is clear. Persistence is more powerful than occasional effort. Life works the same way. You don't need to move mountains in a single day. You need to move every day. Consistent action repeated over time wears down obstacles, builds skill, and creates opportunities. The person who keeps showing up, adjusting, and pushing forward eventually succeeds, even if progress feels slow. Don't underestimate the power of steady effort. Small actions, done consistently, erode limitations, transform skills, and build momentum that nothing can stop. Be like the river, keep flowing, keep working, and eventually the world shifts to make way for your persistence. Consistency is tested when it's boring, and no one is watching. That's the moment that separates those who achieve their dreams from those who only talk about them. It's easy to perform when there's recognition, when people are cheering, or when the results are immediate. True growth, however, happens in the unseen moments. Waking up early, studying alone, practicing relentlessly, repeating the task when it feels pointless. Ask yourself, are you willing to do the work when it doesn't feel exciting? Are you willing to push through monotony and stay disciplined? If you cannot commit to showing up in private, you won't succeed in public. Excellence is forged in the quiet, repetitive, boring work you do every day. That is where real results are built. Showing up consistently, even when it's tedious, is what separates champions from the rest. Success is built slowly, piece by piece, like laying bricks for a house. Each effort, each practice session, each small decision contributes to the structure of your life. You may not see progress immediately, but over time, the foundation becomes strong, the walls rise, and the house stands tall. Goals are achieved not in giant leaps, but through repeated deliberate actions. Step by step, brick by brick, day after day, the results accumulate. This is the power of consistency. Don't get discouraged by slow progress. Trust the process. Trust that each small effort compounds, building a life far greater than what you imagine. Your future is not built in one moment. It is built in the sum of all your consistent choices. Keep showing up. Keep laying the bricks. Over time, what seemed impossible becomes inevitable.
Too many people measure success by money, possessions, or recognition. But real fulfillment comes from the difference you make, not the things you accumulate. Impact matters. Who you lift, how you inspire, and the change you create in others' lives. These are the things that endure. Think about people you admire. They didn't achieve greatness for wealth alone. They used their gifts, their skills, and their influence to leave a mark. Your legacy is built in the actions you take to help others, the lessons you share, and the lives you touch. Focus on impact, not accolades. Money and fame can fade, but the influence you leave behind has the power to ripple through generations. Every day you face a choice. Settle for comfort or pursue something greater. Comfort feels safe. It's easy, familiar, and pleasant. But comfort comes at a cost. It steals time, ambition, and opportunity. Legacy, on the other hand, requires effort, sacrifice, and courage. It demands that you step out of the easy path and choose growth over pleasure. Ask yourself, do you want to live a life remembered or a life convenient? The people who achieved greatness understood this. They chose hard work over ease, long-term impact over short-term comfort. Your legacy is waiting. Every choice you make contributes to it. Decide today to prioritize purpose over convenience, impact over indulgence, and the life you leave behind over fleeting satisfaction. When your time ends, what will remain? Will people recall your possessions, your status, or your titles? Or will they remember the kindness you shared, the guidance you gave, and the lives you touched? Legacy is not about accumulation. It's about contribution. Every act of generosity, mentorship, and service builds the memory of your existence. The impact you leave behind echoes long after you are gone. Ask yourself, am I living to collect, or am I living to give? The answer determines whether your life will fade quietly or leave a lasting impression. Focus on giving, influencing, and inspiring. That is what creates a legacy that stands the test of time. Purpose is more than a goal. It is the compass that guides every decision, every action, and every choice. Without it, you drift, following distractions, opinions, or fleeting desires. With it, you have clarity, direction, and reason. Purpose tells you when to push, when to pause, and when to pivot. It aligns your work with your values, your efforts with your vision, and your actions with your impact. Every great life has been guided by purpose. It keeps you on track when challenges arise, and fuels your perseverance when obstacles appear. Identify your purpose, let it steer you, and you will live intentionally. When you act with purpose, you ensure that your life matters, that your legacy endures, and that your time is spent meaningfully. Let's take a moment to reflect. Vision is the seed. You must see it before it exists. Discipline is the steering wheel. It keeps you on course. Faith fuels your belief, while hard work turns it into action. Failure and rejection are not setbacks. They are lessons shaping you into something stronger. Consistency is the bridge between effort and results, and purpose gives direction to every choice. These are not abstract ideas. They are the tools to change your life. Remember them, internalize them. Let these principles guide your thoughts, your habits, and your decisions. When you face doubt, remember vision. When you feel weak, remember discipline. When you fear failure, remember that lessons build strength. This is your blueprint. Commit it to memory, and use it relentlessly. Watching a video or hearing motivation once is not enough. The real transformation happens when you live it every day. It's not about entertainment. It's about action. Show up in your life the way you would show up for your goals. Wake up early, push harder, focus deeper, and refuse to quit. The habits you build today will define your tomorrow. Don't let inspiration fade when the moment passes. Let it guide your actions, fuel your grind, and strengthen your character. Living these principles daily turns fleeting motivation into permanent change. You cannot wait for a better time or a perfect condition. Start now. Live it. Breathe it. Make it part of who you are every single day. Motivation is worthless without action. You can listen to speeches, read books, and absorb lessons, but until you act, nothing changes. Stop thinking, stop planning endlessly, and start doing. Every goal, every dream, every transformation requires movement. What can you do today that your future self will thank you for? Take one step, then the next. Momentum begins with action. Don't wait for permission, approval, or the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. The world rewards those who act, not those who watch. Implement the lessons you've learned. Strengthen your vision, enforce discipline, show faith through effort, learn from failure, remain consistent, and pursue purpose relentlessly. Action converts intention into reality. Take action now. Everything in your life is the result of choices, big and small. One choice today can alter the course of your entire future. Will you scroll another hour, or invest in your growth? Will you quit at the first obstacle, or push forward? Will you focus on excuses, or on solutions? Your future depends on the actions you take right now. Every successful person you admire made a series of choices that others ignored. They chose courage over comfort, action over hesitation, and purpose over distraction. You can do the same. Make every decision intentional. Choose to act. Choose to grow. Choose to be better than yesterday. One choice today can shape your life for years to come. Make it count. Make it decisive. Make it unstoppable.